Hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
I hope everything is working as expected. Can you hear us well and the music isn't too loud? Is everything okay?
Yeah, feel free to tell us if something's wrong on the chat. We will read the chat at every moment of this stream, so we are very cautious about that.
Yeah, and plus we're kind of beginners with Twitch, so and streaming in general. So it's like our second stream actually for the project, and so the first one was about coding, and this one is going to be about the item editor. So no code this time. So if you're an artist, this will be interesting for you, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna discover the whole item editor and all the features you can do, all the kinds of item you can do. So stay with us for the following.
All right. So let's get started.
Are you okay?
Is it all good? The sound,
Are you ready?
everything. I'm just tell us if there's if there's some setting to touch. No. All right, let's go.
Thanks for the
Alright.
reply.
So I'm using, I'll be controlling the app today, and so I'm using the Mac application, but Particubes work on Mac OS, Windows, iOS, and Android. The interface is a little fat on this stream because I'm using a very tiny window because it seems to be like easier for my computer to handle like OBS and everything. But so
At least we can see the buttons well. So
yeah. At least you can read. While there's not so much to read, but so these are the featured games. They're not really games, more like tech demos because we're still working on like hard tech foundations for the project. So I'll go to the build part. So at the end, the goal is at the end of the stream, I would like to show you. We would like to show you how we can integrate items within a game, and the game, like, so it's not like it's an environment, and it happens on a little island, a beach. So we'll make items following that theme. So this is the games section. So this is where you go if you're a developer. You'll create new games here. If you're an artist, you'll go in the items section. There.
yeah, and feel free to tell us if you have idea of. Well, we have our own idea of different items, but if you have any ideas of items we can create or add, feel free to submit your items idea.
So the first thing was that so the first item is going to be a diving mask. So I created the item already, but it's only one cube currently. So I'm going to press edit, and so this is the item editor. Here are all the buttons to control, like adding cubes, removing cubes, replacing, picking colors. So it's very simple. Just click on faces like this to create items. You can display a grid if you prefer. And here you have all the colors. You have 12 different tints of colors and 7 different brightnesses for each one of them. And then you can also use semi-transparent variants. Right, so this is the transparent, very transparent one, a little less transparent.
And we have a first question here of Glepfen, who was wondering if there was a size limit for an item.
Currently, there's no size limit. Like if you already have access to the beta, you'll realize there's no limit. Only the limits of your computer, I guess. But you can create like pretty big items. There are going to be. We are going to enforce some limits for some kinds of items. Like for example, if you're working on an item that is supposed to be you're supposed to be holding this item or wearing this item as an outfit, there are going to be some restrictions, but for now you can just create freely. Yeah, we want to see what people create to define the right limits. So this doesn't look so much like a diving mask. I'll go back to...
Yeah, for now, not so much.
Yeah, I'll go back to one cube. And I'll select like a nice, I like blue color for my diving mask. And since diving mask is symmetrical, I'll use the mirror feature to go a little bit faster. So the mirror allows you to create things in symmetry. Let's say like this. This way.
Yeah, so one cube added on the side is also added on the other side, like a mirror. And especially for maps building, it's very practical.
Yeah, like if you want to build a big house, you have like the other side built all at once. So here, I'll use the transparency here. And oh, this is the face, what we call the face mode. Well, actually, it allows you to add cubes on the whole surface. So I'll just switch to this mode, and it allows me to go a little bit faster. So I have, it kind of looks like a mask now. I'll just add a few details to it.
Yeah, and the face mode helps you to add cubes, but also withdraw them at once, and also paint a wall face. Like if you have a green surface, you can only with one click paint it in orange, for example. It's the same. It's a time saver for all artists.
It's funny. I think I used the transparent color for the mask itself. I'll replace this after. Just draw a tube. Right.
And you can replace it with by just using the face mode and clicking on it.
And I'll select this color, and in fact it was transparent, so I'll use non-transparent color. And could use a mirror here.
Oh. So we have other question. So another question is from Anuhen Waidor, who is asking, will there be some scaling to make small items using a good resolution? Example given, making a jewel with a max size of 128 multiplied by 128, then scaling the 3D model down to make it fit the character.
It's possible already. We are not going to encourage this. Like we want to encourage having very cross-game compatible models. So by default, there is going to be like a scale, a default scale. But then if you use like very basic commands as a coder, and you do like something like player give this item, it will take the default scale. It will have the default scale, but then you can change the scale. So you could like equip a very high definition item and then scale it down to have like very small cubes. But that for at the beginning, at first at least, you will have to go through scripting for this. All right.
Actually, the scripting is not so difficult. I used it for a game where I needed to make a light bulb and scaling down for making equip it as a hat, and it was quite easy to do. And if you want to know how to do it, and you are already in the beta, the game is called a day at the office, I think.
Mhm. You can read during the beta. You can read the code from all the games, so you can like copy paste chunks of code that you like. All right. So this is the first. There are two modes in the item editor. So this one is used to build assembling cubes with these controls on the left. Here's a little button to take a screenshot if you want to share it. And here is just the undo redo buttons and the grid. So there you go. You can already, like, with very simple features, you can already build a lot of things. And then you can switch to the other mode. And in this mode you can place your item on the avatar. And this is what it's like. It's optional step, but it will make it much easier for coders if you already place the item. So as I was mentioning, then the coder will have, they will just do like equip at or equip right hand, left hand, etc. And the item will just be positioned and rotated the right way. So the mask in that, so well, we can place it in the hand in case it gets equipped in the player's hand. But we're interested in like wearing it as an actual mask. So I'll put in. So
Yeah,
this is,
so when your head will move, the items will move with it. That's
yeah,
the interesting thing.
yeah. Uh, yeah, looks good. All right. I can also. It doesn't make a lot of sense, but I can also place it on the player's body, from like maybe handling the item as a backpack. So like this.
I always wear my scuba diving mask on my back. It's very usual.
All right. So the mask is done. Cool. So let's go back. Here there's a little save icon, but if you just wait, it will just save automatically. Just if you want to save right away, you can do it. And just it goes back to this mode for now. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. So here you have your diving mask, a little subname for it, and we'll now design a beach shovel. Okay. Well, this one is. Yeah, so you can see the way you move the camera is like when you move the camera, it selects a cube, and then you turn around this cube. Yeah, there's a question.
Glubfan is asking, is there an helicopter cap or propeller beanie? You can create one. That would be absolutely very funny, actually.
Well, I can use the mirror once again. Okay, like this. So it's gonna be a nice shovel.
In the item editor, I like to switch between the preview mode and the drawing mode because I like to see the scale of my object when I create it compared to my avatar.
Sorry, I have to go back and forth. I have a little bug. Some cubes won't be added. Okay. It's not free of bugs, but it's getting better.
Yeah, we're still in beta, and that's why you have on the side a little bubble on the main menu, where you can when you can tell us when you have issues and report any other feedbacks or things you want to add in the game, or suggestion, everything.
Alright, go. So this is going to be our shovel, and I'll place it on the character. Oh, it went really far. Okay.
It's a little bit asymmetrical.
What, the shovel?
So I'm like a
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Alright. Yeah, this is my shovel. I don't think it's really needed to put it on. Well, I can. Well, wearing the shovel as a hat doesn't make a lot of sense, but never know. And as a backpack, why?
Hello, le codeur.
Alright. So we have an ice shovel here, and the last thing is a dug bow, but we already have one. Well, I'll just change the color here. This stream is going to be shorter than the previous one.
So another question is asking for the shovel. Can you can make it like it's digging in the head of the character? I think it's a little bit creepy, but for a small horror game, maybe you can make some things like that.
Yeah.
If you want to create a little horror game.
Yeah, and plus this is the way you as an artist, you place the items the way you want, and it's just a convenience for developers. But then developers can place items differently. Like they could equip the shovel and then rotate it a little bit. They can adjust. It's just a convenience. And plus, it's nice for the screenshots. Like you can take a screenshot with your avatar holding your item. Alright, let's make it pink.
So yeah, we already made the boy because it was pre-made item, so we can still change the color. Make it transparent, or yeah, we are on the latest update of
All the credit,
latest version.
All the credit goes to you, Claire, for this item. It's just like I didn't want to make another one that would be worse or like not as good. So let's just make it this way, and let's put it on. Oh, so it's already. This one as a hat is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
And yeah.
That's high fashion.
Nice. Okay. Cool. So it's time
So-
to. Are there questions?
Yeah, Anuan Wyden is asking, will there be visible frame to see what the XYZ are and their relation with the character's frame?
It's possible. I'm still trying. We're trying to figure out how to add more features without hiding them somehow. Not to keep a very simple UI. For everyone to feel like it's welcoming, but then it's true we add we have an application we released on iOS a few years ago, an voxel editor, and we had this advanced toggle, you could display advanced inputs. Maybe we'll do something like this for advanced user pro. You can maybe turn this on and have more display, more buttons. But it's important to us, like for us to have like a very simple UI at first. And actually, all the UI is scripted with the same scripting language you can use to script games. So you could technically create your own item editor, and hopefully there are going to be ways to like allow people to publish other like alternative editors if you want to focus on different ways to approach modeling. So maybe that's an option.
That's one of the advantage of the app is really everything inside is made with Lua, and so you can do it too.
It's also the reason why it took us so long to get it. Like, so we've had like a voxel editor for like 4 years, but it took us such a long time to like create the scripting environment and then build a new editor using the scripting environment. And yeah, so but now the good thing is you can create your own, like if you're a coder you can totally create the same thing with Lua, the same editor. And yeah, we'll actually publish the code of this one. We're still using a few like private functions because everything is not like, there are some primitives that are not available yet. So but as soon as this is going to be fixed, we're going to publish the code. All right, let's maybe you should see these items in a game.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I promise we won't go into the coding part today. It's only for artists. So if someone really has to like to maybe make, but the goal is to just see the items being used in a game. So was this one? There's no thumbnail. But
That's something we need to fix because it's really easy to do.
yeah, that's right. All right. So the 3 items I just created right here. So this is not really a game. This is more like a like testing environment, and what I scripted here is I just import the items, and when you touch the item, I equip the items. So I don't do any positioning, rotation. So that's why it was what I was describing. It's a convenience for developers. So if the artist places the items correctly, then all I have to do is equip them like this. Yeah. So it fits correctly on the avatar. Same for the shovel. Yeah. And the last one, last but not least.
Little boy.
Ta-da.
Yay!
And yeah, I can set a thumbnail for the game. It's like this, and
It's really easy.
dev set game thumbnail. Ta-da! And now, if I go back to the main menu, I have a little thumbnail for my game.
Yay!
Right, cool.
So you can find this game really easily inside the beta, and you can see how the equipment command was made if you want some.
Yeah. Well, I can actually show this because when you're in the play section, you can search for a game like this. So that's this one. And then if you join the game, even if you're not, like I'm in play mode, not build, you can have access to the code even if you're not the author of the code. Okay. There's always something that doesn't work at the end of the stream. I'll try to launch it again. Does the as players are aware of, multiplayer has been turned off for a while because we're implementing a new design. but the servers are still running, so it means when you launch a game, the multiplayer server are still being launched, and we still have a few issues here. There. So here I'm playing the game in not creator, not connected as a creator, and there's a read code button. So if you're interested in seeing how these items are being added. Alright. I'm not showing any code today.
No, no, no. We keep it really simple. It's only for artists and creative type of people. Okay,
Cool.
so if you have any question, you really need to ask. We are here to answer them, and we will be more than happy to do it. So feel free to ask.
Yeah, and if there are no question, we'll move on to what's coming next. So yeah, we had this the very first stream was about this chopper simulation a while ago. We explained like in how we could like create a simulation from nothing to in 1 hour. We could control a chopper. Now the second stream was about item edition, and we'll certainly do a third one real soon about like it will be the next part of the chopper simulation, because we are almost ready to announce like a brand new physics simulation system, and it will allow us to simplify the scripts and add on like ballistic and stuff like that. From the creation, like voxel creation part, the next thing to come up, I think, is the avatar editor. It will allow you to just change your avatar exactly the same way as I was editing the item, just changing like cube by cube, or maybe we'll provide a few like haircuts and stuff like that. I don't know, but yeah. And so this is for the avatar, and then after this we'll be working on the map editor. So something like more zoomed out, where you can like create a map and place items on this, and then coders will be able to use your map. Or maybe you can just do a game with like no code, just a chat room with your map and your items, like a furnished house, something like that.
But you can still create a map now and as an item in the item editor, and use it as a map right after. But a special map editor will come next, as you said.
Yeah, it's like in the meantime. In the meantime, you can just create a very big. We had this question about these size limit for items, and Claire actually creates a lot of like maps within the item editor, so they're like the island, for example, are bigger ones, so it works. But well, I guess we're waiting for the map editor to add some limits on the item editor, just to clarify the differences between the two.
So yeah, you can really have fun with that.
Cool. Well, I think that'll be it. If there are no other questions.
We promised it will be shorter than the other time, so it can be okay.
Maybe I can show a little demo of the game where you can break everything to finish the stream.
Oh yeah.
While I'm
with the pickaxe.
Yeah.
And maybe one day we can do the same thing with the beach shower.
Yeah. I'm just removing cubes like it was a small pickaxe. And so the pickaxe has been designed is in the item editor, but then what it does, it's really different. It can be really different. It doesn't mean like it's not because I have the pickaxe that there's a certain behavior attached to it. It's just really like each game is different. So here the medium one, and the big one. I can go through the map like this.
That's a sharp pickaxe.
Yeah, it works.
I would,
This one, I like this one. Like it gets the job done.
yeah, mining better.
Like, yeah, let's tear down this place. Yeah, alright. Alright. Cool.
And that are the same logics we will use in the next stream with the collision and
Yeah, there.
and the helicopter, if I remember well.
Some of it. There are still things that are not
Oh.
available, but yeah, I can't wait to complete this one. Yeah, I like to break stuff. Alright. I think Wreck-It Ralph is my favorite movie.
we have another question from
Okay.
Glupfan asking,
Yeah, totally.
can you
like,
hit the position of the camera in
it's
the games?
actually something that's we're working on currently. It's already possible. Like you can actually it's funny. You can test like the scripting environment is always running, and so you can interact with the scripting environment, scripting in the chat if you're the creator of the game. So I can do things like camera set mode free. It won't be attached to the player anymore. And then I can do like things like camera dot position y equal maybe plus 10. I'll just go higher like this. So yes, you can definitely control the camera and make it like. If you want to have like more details about this, there are actually a lot of interesting examples in the other stream with the chopper simulations. Because when you enter the chopper, there's a different. The camera behaves differently to rotate around the chopper, and so yeah, and this is all done in Lua. But you'll have like way more possibilities with this. Real soon.
Yeah, you can also check the documentation to see what is possible.
Yeah.
I send you a link in the chat.
Well, right here, like this is. Okay. Well, alright, guys. Bye bye. Have a good one, and see you next time.
We were really happy to answer your questions this tonight.
If you have
or
more
this
questions,
afternoon.
we're on the Discord as well. So
Yeah.
join us.
Feel
Bye.
free to join the Discord, and we are always here to answer your question.
Bye bye,
Bye
everyone.
bye.
Bye. See you next time.
See you.